8. You don't know how it feels. In search for answers, I went to a used bookstore. I think I was looking for metaphysical or spiritual books, but when I got there, I saw Friedrich Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil. Something told me to buy it. I was feeling very lost. I felt very disconnected in the sense that I really didn't have anybody to talk with about what I was going through. I finally felt comfortable with being alone and by myself. It had taken months to feel content to be myself and not anybody else around. I had been surrounded by people in my home for over 20 years. I have had the attention span of a gnat since I left my husband, but now I was able to focus my attention for longer than an hour. I was able to sit and focus. Earlier in my life, I had taken a philosophy class and read Nietzsche. I had even adopted Nietzsche's quote, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger," as my motto that I used to live my life by. As I grew older, I felt it was a challenge from me to the universe, so I stopped using it as my motto. I did enjoy Plato's Republic and the deep thinking it provoked in me. I don't recall which Nietzsche book I had read in that philosophy class. I knew I had to read the book that I just bought, Beyond Good and Evil. I think the most important thing that I had gained from reading that book at this time in my life was validation. I was enjoying Nietzsche's tongue-in-cheek style. I was feeling like he was a punk rocker because he was so antagonistic. Nietzsche made arguments about righteousness and what that looked like in society. Was it necessary to go to church? Was the Bible really given in the context that it was originally meant to be? Was the Bible and the church used to control man and society? By going to church and subscribing to the beliefs and practices, was it going to get one into heaven? Could one buy their way into heaven with money or power? Nietzsche's book also validated my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs toward God and religion. I experienced guilt at times for not belonging to a church. I didn't want to go to church because, in my opinion, that's where condemnation was bred. Guilt, shame, judgment, etc. That's where all the Bible thumping and soapbox propaganda happens. I never wanted to be a part of it. Who am I to judge another? It's not my place to judge another, nor is it anybody else's place to judge me and my relationship with God. I didn't need that in my life, nor did I want it. Besides that, my God, the God I know, is all forgiving. The God I know knows my heart and mind. He loves me just as I am and knows I work every day to be the best person I can be. I was feeling disconnected from God. I thought about what my brother had said about my spiritual guides and that they pushed us, and that is probably why I was being woken up in the middle of the night. They were pushing me to think about things and to find solutions. These lessons I needed to learn. I had a different belief than my brother on spirit guides. I believed that they were there to help us and guide us. I mentally and verbally spoke out to my guides and angels. I asked them for a sign that I wasn't alone and that I wasn't going crazy. I was afraid I was losing my mind. The fact that I had repressed memories and had been in denial for 44 years concerned me very much. What else had I repressed? I was very, very tired and needed my sleep. I explained to my spirit guides and angels that I existed in time, that I operated and ran by a clock here on Earth, and that I needed to sleep at least a couple of more hours a night. I made a deal with them that I would continue to work on what I needed to work on in exchange for sleep. I had to do this a few times and explain that I couldn't think clearly to work on my stuff without sleep. Yet I sound totally fucking nuts. Well, what do you know? I was sleeping until 4 or 5 instead of the dreadful 3 in the morning. I was still very tired and felt like I needed to catch up on a lot of sleep. I started to feel something on my left arm. It felt as though somebody had their hand gently gripping my upper arm. No, I wasn't having signs of a heart attack or a stroke. I wasn't exactly sure who or what this was. I knew it was friendly, and there to let me know that I wasn't alone in what I was going through. To this day, every now and then, I feel this gentle grip. Now, I try to remember what I was thinking about when I feel this grip on my arm, so that I might be able to correlate it with something outside of not being alone, or were they there to tell me something else? My parents weren't in the best health. My father had bladder cancer and had been in remission for a couple of years, but his doctor recently discovered another serious illness. My mother had been diagnosed with a serious illness as well. She said she wasn't in pain and that she feels fine. She opted to forego any type of traditional Western medicine. She said she was being treated by a chiropractor who practiced alternative and holistic medicine. The main source of her treatment was a grounding pad, a Rife machine, and a change in diet. This Rife machine was connected to a computer that had different programs for different ailments. It was interesting to me. The machine would emit sound, light, and electrical frequencies that purportedly vibrate in the body so that healing could take place. I even tried it a few times. I'm not sure if it helped me. I tried a foot detox bath, but I wasn't sold on what it was supposed to do. My dad wasn't one to subscribe to the idea of holistic or alternative medicine, and had been actively looking for a surgeon who was highly skilled for a medical procedure. I was willing to drive my dad to Sacramento, Davis, or San Francisco if he needed somebody too, and I had made it known that I would. I sensed that my brother Greg and my mother were trying to talk him out of having the procedure done. Last I heard about this is that my dad didn't have the procedure and started using the Rife machine.